Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It is currently only 9 degrees Celsius. It's a rainy, drizzly day. We've actually got a wind warning and a rainfall warning, which means it is also 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Candy, I was just trying to approve your membership for Meet Your Creativity. My keyboard was acting up, so unfortunately, um, I had to change the battery and it deleted. I'm sorry. If you could redo that, I will, after my stream, I will definitely approve you. Jan, yeah, no, I was running a little bit late because I was changing the battery in my keyboard. So, hi, Candy. Hi, Jan. Hope you guys are well. I've got some sort of allergy or something happening here. Do, do, do. I went to a crop yesterday, a scrapbooking crop. It was the first one I ever attended. It was fantastic. Hi, Belinda. Nice to see you. It was absolutely, absolutely fantastic. Um, I managed to get 6 of my collage postcards completed. So these are what's going to go out for Flood the Streets with Art this year. I just have to trim them down to the 4x6 size. They're 4 inches, but I have to use something else for trimming the ends because my cutter, you know how I struggle with where the 6 inches is. All right, all right, all right, all right. Thank you. So I did these it took me 12 hours. You know, um, I was chatting far too much, I think. Well, no, we were there to chat and visit. And anyway, it was a lot of fun. Thank you, Jan. Thank you. These are my favorite. That's what I like to do. So today I need to do some winter ATCs. Thanks. Yeah. And because you're hauling stuff with you, I didn't take any pre-cut flowers or anything, right? I had to cut and detail everything because I took paper and I took glue, but I didn't take any pre-mades. So that's probably also why it took a little bit longer. Okay, so I need to take a break from streaming for a little while. I'm feeling off a bit, and I'm behind on an awful lot of things that I need to get done. So I'm taking the rest of October off, and in November, depending on because I have to pack up my studio, right? Because Ron's going to be rebuilding the wall. I have to pack up half of it, like behind me. So I don't know how much room either that I'm going to have for streaming. But I hope to be back at the beginning of November. But until after Christmas, I'm only going to do the first 3 Sundays of the month. Because, as I said, I'm feeling way far behind. My blanket is still in July. My temperature blanket is still in July. I've got lots on my plate right now. So this is going to be the last stream for this month. I may do some pop-ups depending on how I'm feeling and how much packing and everything I've got done. So I just wanted to give everybody kind of like a heads up on that. I will be posting in Meet Your Creativity and on my posts here to let everybody know. So yeah. Oh, thanks, Belinda. Yeah, I'm feeling a little on the stressed side. Anyway, I tore off a whole bunch of these because I'm going to use them for sky, and then I'm going to paint snowmen and Christmas trees on these. So we'll just start by gluing the sky down. Yeah, no, like I definitely will be back, but I just need to take some time right now. Right now. Okay, I need a glue stick. Undo. I had a paper. See, I can't even find what I had put aside so that I could have a glue thing here. Good grief. We'll use this because it's got paint on this side. Hey, Sherry, nice to see you. Nice to see you. So, yeah. What have you guys got planned for the week? I want to get some cleaning done behind me because seriously, what is it? It's every time I walk by, things are falling down, guys. Things are falling down. So we're going to hope that this actually works. I know other people use glue stick with napkins. And I guess you're supposed to burnish them down, right? I don't even know where my, that's not going to work. We're going to have to use this. Oh, look, and I tore it. Well, that's not going to work, is it? My goodness. You know what? We're just going to put that one to the side because this isn't going to work. Hi, Teresa. You're going to the aquarium tomorrow? Nice. And you've got physio every day, unpacking? Yeah, I need to pack. I'm packing stuff up. Use your scissor handle? I can do that. Thanks, Teresa. You always come up with solutions for me. So I don't know if you were here a minute ago, but I am having to take a break for a little while from streaming. I have to pack up all the stuff behind me. And I got, see, I didn't even get it to the edge. What am I doing? You know, that's another one we're going to throw out. You know, who cut these? Okay, you know what? Those aren't working. Those are not working. You know what? Let's just paint. Let's just paint. That'll work. I have zero patience. I need to take a break from streaming, Teresa. I'm taking the rest of this month off. And in November and December, depending on how I'm feeling, I'm only going to stream on Sundays, the first 3 Sundays of the month. So, kind of want a darker blue. And this is that stupid white. This white, like I say, it's glossy and anyway. It doesn't even want to come out. We'll leave it upside down for a minute. I need a darker blue. A little bit darker to add to that. See, I was trying to be all prepared and everything today, and there it was. Gone. Gone. Sorry, I'm looking for a darker blue. Yeah, I'm going to miss you guys too. The thing is I'll probably be around at my desk. So I'd be willing to set up some time to play. But for the next little while, I definitely have to get this stuff packed up. getting the sky done here. Yeah, I just need, and I'm going to try hard not to get the blue on the back. Yeah, I'm just, we can sit and chat and I'll just do this, get the sky done, and then the snow at the bottom. Once that white decides it's going to cooperate with me. How you feeling, Teresa? I know you've been under the weather a bit. And how's your physio going, Candy? I hope everything's starting to line up again for you. So as I say, I went to this crop yesterday. I'd never been to one. My goodness, the stuff these ladies haul with them. I can't. They had like wagons stacked with, like they had crickets and everything, lights, fans, maybe cameras in action even. I don't know. It was lots of fun. But of course, everybody's doing scrapbooking and card making kind of stuff. Oh, I also learned about this really cool thing where the excuse me a minute, the scrapbook company that put this thing on. Oh my goodness. No, I'm not going to leave you alone in your time of need. We can messenger and stuff, not a problem. What time? 2 times a week? Oh, that's tiring, Candy. That's going to be tiring for you. I get it. So, back to this scrapbook place. Um, they're called the Scrapbook Cottage, and they originally started up in a little town south of me, or it's a smaller city. I think the population's about 12,000 or whatever, maybe 15,000 now. Um, so it started in a small city, and then it moved to the bigger city, and they closed the store in the small city. But what they do is they collect. Now, I don't have the exact size because I was listening to her, and you know how sometimes you get sidetracked, and then look, I got lots of papers here. We'll just do this. Oh, thanks, Jan. So they have a program where they collect lunchbox notes because there is a big group of people in Winnipeg that make lunches for school kids. So what they do then is put in like a note from, how we did as parents, with a riddle or something on it, so their day is happy and bright, somebody cares. Little happy bits, right? So I think I would like to do some of those. They collect them at their store and then they drop them off either like for women's shelters, anywhere that there's mass makings of school lunches. I thought that was so cool. So cool. And I mean, they don't have to be elaborate, Doodle some flowers, paint some flowers on, and wish them a great day. I think that's awesome. They also collect greeting cards um, for local nursing homes so that it doesn't come out of the staff's pockets. And personally, I know for a fact from the PCH that I worked at, greeting cards and stuff, I had a specific budget for birthday cards and that kind of thing. But they make notes for or cards for the residents, Valentine's Day cards and that kind of thing, and then they drop them off at the nursing homes locally. And I thought, I'm not a card maker, but I can certainly make lunchbox notes. So I can't remember the name of the organization that does this, like that collects them. But they said something like there's 150,000 lunches a month they make. No, something like that. It was a really stinking high number, and it made my heart go, "What?" So I'm all about making sure kids are fed, right? So I think that's very important because I mean they take them to the food banks and everything too, right? I just thought that was such a cool idea. I know when I was working and I had to take people to the soup kitchen, and I didn't want to eat because I figured I was taking food away from people. And I'm sure I've told you guys this story in the past, but I'm going to rechat it. Um, so they, the lady who ran it, I worked with her during the day. She ran the soup kitchen once a week in the evenings. And she said, you need to sit down and eat with them because they think that you think you're too good to sit and eat with them. And that wasn't the case at all. I was more concerned that I was taking food from someone, right? That they were there for a reason, etc. Lunch notes. Yeah, exactly, Sherry. Exactly. I did the same thing with my kids. So that's why I think that this is such a fabulous idea. Um, so anyway, because I had to sit and eat because the people I was supporting were eating, I started stopping off before work and buying things like 40 or 60 fruit cups or granola bars or anything like for treats for their lunches because that one soup kitchen was making 60 lunches for the next day for the kids that the parents were there. So I think that that is such a great idea, that because everybody needs encouragement and getting a little note like that in your lunch. I know that my kids appreciated it. Like I say, sometimes there would be a riddle, sometimes, and there was always a have a great day kind of thing, but there was always something a little bit else, right? So I'm thinking, and I think they said they wanted them about 3 by 5 inches was the biggest. So I figured if I cut a whole bunch of 3 by 4, and I do have 3 by 4 stuff cut, I've got a bin of it, because, that I could turn some of those definitely into some of those cards. I just think that's a great idea. Or maybe it was 150,000 note cards they got. I don't know. There was 150,000 somethings. So I got a message into the people from the store getting the more details again. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, I'd never been to a crop before. So this was 12 straight hours of pure creativity, and they had workshops as well that you could go to for card making and various things, but I hadn't signed up for them prior to. But I really like that idea of the notes. So our postal service is still on strike. Silliness that is. So right now I'm just doing the skies. And of course, this is for the groups that I meet with the fourth Sunday of every month. But yeah, I mean, a lot of schools and stuff for Valentine's Day and Remembrance Day did cards, like for the veterans, and for um, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, quite a few, right? So we always had cards to give to the residents. I thought that was a lovely thing for people to do. Are you guys sick of me painting skies yet? I'm sick of painting skies. I got about 4 more to do. I don't know. I always get the backs dirty. I'll have to glue them down on something, something. I guess that if I thought about it, I could have pulled out the gel plate and just rolled some glue on and then picked it up. I am using, these are poster board, pieces of poster board that I'm using. Those are the memories, though, Sherry. You know, like when my kids went to school, excuse me, when my kids went to school, I could still send peanut butter sandwiches. So I would send like gummy worms and have them sticking out the sides, or gummy bears all peeking around the edges. I actually found gummy rats one time, so all their tails were hanging out. And those are the things that they remember about school lunches, the oddities. But I mean, we can't send peanut butter anywhere these days, which I'm kind of thankful for because of my allergy. But nope, don't want to flip it over. So as I'm saying, this is my last stream for October. I might do some pop-ups. But seriously, I have a hoarder's trail to my desk right now. And I'm knocking stuff off every time I come to do some stuff here. And it's getting really frustrating for me. And So I'm going to take a break and deal with a lot of this stuff and catch up on projects that need to be caught up with. I have 3 studios to clean up right now because I don't have space to work in any of them except this. So it's time to do something about it. How's Fiona feeling, Jan? You were saying that she was not feeling well the other day. So I've just added white. Now I've got the blue there, so I will be adding like a bluish white snow tones. You know, you guys know. Getting all the backgrounds done, and then I'll start doing the details. I don't even know where I started. It doesn't matter. And since I'm gluing on the back, we'll do that. So I want more white than anything. But definitely little wisps of blue in there so that it looks like there's depth in that snow. A little bit of blue, lots of white. Just tidy up this top edge a little bit. See, I've got enough blue still on my brush that it's gonna leave the blue marks anyway. Feeling better? Nice. Oh, you said that you thought that's what it was. Oh, good, good, good. That's miserable for those takes when they get ear infections, eh? Like that's really hard on them. They don't know why they hurt. Just they don't know. Lots of stuff on the edge here. This is just that silly gloss white that made my black and white journal sticky. Okay, I'm gonna have to dip it in the blue again because it's a little light on the blue on that one. So I don't know if anybody's painting along with me. Oh, they do bounce back quick, which is lovely. But it's still so hard to watch, isn't it? Like, poor little mites, because they don't know. Is it something that's going around, like with the daycares? A cold or something? Oh, yeah, moving is brutal, isn't it? Really is. So I'm just picking up very little blue, lots of white, so that it has just a little bit of depth. Don't know how well you can see it. It's just got faint lines of blue through. You can see it better on this one. The other ones aren't as dark. Yeah. Wow, Candy. That's a long time to be in a place and then move. Is this place smaller and going to be easier for you to care for? I couldn't imagine moving to a smaller space just yet. Could not yet. The rooms are bigger. Oh, no stairs. Excellent. Wow, that's awesome, Candy. That's awesome. Yeah, stairs can be my annoyance too, depending on knees. Running out of places to put these. Yeah, I'm getting all kinds of painty bits on the back. Probably looking to stick to these. We'll move these over here. Oh, sorry, Candy. Stuck, 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 stuck. All right. I'm going to flip this around because that white over there is pretty sticky. Just getting just a little bit of blue on there. All about blending of the colors like that. So after this, I will put some green on the palette. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I will put some green on the palette, and we'll do some a snowy pine tree on each. Then I'm going to do a snowman on each, and then a fence. And if we have enough time, I will do a fence and maybe a cardinal. Cardinals don't really take much, but soon. We'll be caught up soon, guys. So, just a little bit of blue, and then you pull it out with the white. And if you find that it's not blending nice, you can add just a little bit of water to help smooth things out. I'm not overly concerned because I'm going to be adding the tree, the snowman, the fence. What do you need, Teresa? Someplace with no stairs? One of these ATCs? Another grandbaby? I'm lost. A snowy pine tree on a card? Oh, yeah. I can do that. I can send you I can send you one of these ATCs. See? Not paying attention. Way lots of blue. Need more white. More white. They're kind of the same, like they've all got the blue, they've all got the white, they got the blue in the middle of the, you know. So I pulled out a green. I don't think I'll need any more of the blues. I will need a brown for the fence. This is the last one, and then we'll start on the pine trees. So I will talk through how I do the pine trees, so you guys can try it. All right. Let's make sure I got that blue out of there. I had paper towel. Everything's missing. Everything is missing. Right here, right here, right here, right here. Okay, we'll swap that out because that needs to dry, because we don't want to get more on the back than we originally had. Now I'm going to swap this to a smaller flat brush. I'm going to use this brush. It's like an 1/8 inch flat. Because these are small and you want things to be small now, right? Do you want me to put the stool up here? Oh, I know. I know. I don't know if I'm coming down with something or what the heck's going on. Do you want me to put the stool up here so it's easier for you guys to see? No, I haven't been yelling. I've got a sore throat. Woke up with a silly, stupid throat thing. Do you want me to put the stool up here so you guys can see how I'm doing this up close and personal? Well, we've got rain and humidity today, but there have been some colds and stuff going around. I'm hoping it's my allergies because I really don't need a cold right now. I really don't need a cold right now. Okay, we'll move this up here. This is the stool I keep under my desk, just for reasons like this. There we go. Is it focused? And we've got a bit of glare from this. Is this going to make it fuzzy? We will find out. We will find out. All right. So we have just a little wee brush like this. Yeah. Okay. So of course the snow's at the bottom, right? So we're going to make a pine tree. So we need some green. And I'm just going to tip it with the white. And we're going to start at the top. And we're just going to do squiggly lines like that. Green, just a little bit of white. So that the white's kind of on the top. Are you getting it? Needs a little bit more white. Is that making sense to you guys? We're just doing little jiggly lines with white and green. Trying to get it so that it's on screen here. If you don't like it, just add a little bit more green, add a little bit more white. Definitely have to have some white in the center because you know how pine trees are. They've got leaves, branches coming out the sides, and there's always one facing you. Does it look like a snowy pine tree? We'll do the same here. You don't have to go all the way up to the top. You can start partway down. So it's a shorter pine tree. And again, lots of paint. You just want to kind of go back and forth. Remember to get some white in there. And you know what? It doesn't have to be symmetrical. Pine trees, the best pine trees are the goofy looking ones with Charlie Brown trees. You can leave a bit of a gap so it looks like there's, a little gap in the branches. While I was away yesterday, a neighbor had messaged and asked if I knew how to do magic knots for crochet. So she's coming over after supper so I can show her how to do magic knots. Magic rings, I lied. Magic rings. I'll do one on this side. White, need some white. Oh, wait. Don't need that much white. So you can use any kind of green for this. You can use a round brush. You don't necessarily have to have a flat brush. You just want to make sure that you've got these little branchy things coming out. Hey, Doritha, nice to see you. I am working on winter ATCs, just showing how I paint pine trees. I'm going to do pine tree, snowmen, and a fence. So this one can actually start here. We can have it come out a little bit more. Just remember to have that little bit of white on your brush. Pick up just a little bit. If you want to do more than one pine tree, of course, do more than one pine tree. I am just doing one pine tree. These are ATCs. And they don't have to be huge. They don't have to be top to bottom. You just do what you like. So what I did was I took a couple of different blues and I did the sky. And then I had just a little bit of blue on my brush and I put the white down for the snow so it gives it a little bit of depth in various places. Now we're working on the pine trees. And again, like I say, a little bit of dark green or green, whatever green you've got, a little bit of white. And doesn't have to be uniform, nothing. It's a pine tree and it's got snow. Little jiggly marks like this. A little bit of white. And again, you can have darker greens, lighter greens. If you really want to get fancy, you can do a really dark green, a lighter green with the white on top of it so that it looks like there's lots of depth. But I find even just using the dark green and then the white will blend with it and it gives it that lighter green effect. Hey, Stephanie, nice to see you. Oh, thanks. Yeah. This is kind of my go-to winter scene for various things. Pine tree, snowman, fence, maybe a cardinal, some grasses sticking out of the snow. Coloring book pages. Nice. You making salsa today? No art for you? Well, I was at the crop yesterday. I will definitely do it again. Seriously, that was so much fun. Got to know the ladies so much better. Spending, full 12 hours with them. Yeah, I haven't got enough tomatoes to make salsa out of, like from my garden. I've been able to make 2 batches of roasted tomato soup, and I used some tomatoes in a gumbo and a spaghetti sauce, and that's it. Like nothing really major. Ooh, that's a lot of white. Just want a little bit of white right there. A little bit more white. Running out of room here. Okay, okay. This poor brush is loaded. It's losing its shape because it's so full of paint. It was just a dollar store brush, like there's no name to it or whatever. Maybe it was a Michael's. I'm sure actually that it was a dollar store brush. Oh, speaking of dollar stores, I went to a dollar store on Thursday and look what I got. Look at this fly swatter. I did a rub of this. It turned out fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So I'm thinking it might be a little thick to use as a stencil, but I could definitely use that as an imprint on a gel plate. And then I put a thin piece of paper down here and did a rubbing, and it's lovely. This is just an absolutely lovely toy. I'm thinking that these two are level, that I could have like lines. Anyway, I bought a fly swatter. Winter's coming. Everybody needs a fly swatter in winter to use on their gel plates. Just saying. What else did I get? Got those. I got some really small bubble envelopes. Wish I would have had those earlier. What else? Did I get anything else that was really exciting? Not really. Not really. I think you need a little bit more white down here. Just a little bit. Right there. Right there. Anyway, this is how I paint snowy trees. You just have to practice a little bit. I did a lot on just plain book page when I was first trying to figure out how to do it. And I know that I've done this before with you guys. So yeah, it was really nice doing that yesterday, doing that crop. I was so glad to get my stuff for Flood the Streets with Art done. Um, I thought it went all the way till midnight, but that was the one that was supposed to be later in October that got canceled. A little bit of white up here. A little bit of white up there. A little bit more. So yeah, they're all different. It's all the same technique, but look at how different they look. The same but different. The same but different. So I'm noticing I've got a big blank spots. Like my snowmen aren't going to be as tall as the trees. I've got some snowflake sequins. So I might sew a snowflake sequin on the blank corner. Might as well make them really fun. We'll do this one. This side. Trying to keep half this white clean so that I can do the snowman. I probably should have done the snowman first, but I really wanted to show you how I do the trees. So any green, any white, little brush, little marks. We're not making big strokes or nothing. We're just dabbing green and white. Because the thing about pine trees is they're all different shapes, and it just works so well with just these little marks, right? A little bit more white. Seem to run into places where I don't put quite as much white on. You forgot about the trees? Hi, Lee. Take care. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. A little tree. Let's do a little tree. See, I keep dipping it in the paint. And that's what makes the brush so messy. It gets very thick. So, Teresa, when the strike is over, silly postal strike is over, I can send you one of these ATCs, hon. Am I halfway there yet? No. I didn't even count how many ATCs I made. Let's clean this a little bit. It's getting really loady. And my big fellow. But you do realize I have every faith in you that you could paint one of these trees. All of you can paint these trees. I know how capable you guys are. This is a really Charlie Brown tree, guys. I love it. My dad always used to bring Charlie Brown trees home as a Christmas tree. To the point where he was chopping branches off this side and adding them to the other side or the middle. Trying to get so many on this side, so many on that side. It's going to be what it's going to be. Oh, look, I got stuff over there. I'm going to have to incorporate that into this goofy tree now. Now he's going to be really big. Yeah, big. You're welcome, Jan. You are welcome. So, when Ron's brother was here, he started doing a little bit of carving on a little chunk of wood, and it looked like a thumbnail, like the end of a thumb and just a nail. It was probably up to the first knuckle. But the way Ron finished it off, it looked like a big toe with a nail. And they put a magnet in it so it could stick on my fridge. So now I've got Ron doing the rest, and I'm going to have right at the edge of my doors are steel. So right along the edge of my door, we figured it out that when I open the door, they'll stay there. And I want to have like 5 little toes sticking right at the edge of my door. And I'm going to paint the toenails because I don't have enough projects. Ooh, very white. It's okay if you've got a very white pine tree. Because sometimes my pine tree in my front yard so heavy with snow, I'm waiting for it to fall over. It's just so heavy with snow sometimes. I think I need to go back to putting some on the other sides of the cards now. See, that silly white is still tacky. Maybe just a little dark green in the middle here. And there. Definitely at the bottom of the tree there should be dark green because it should be in shadow. It's okay. No, I'm putting them on my door to the deck, Jan. Because the way the fridge is, it's got such a deep piece before the hinge, right? Like before the opening, because there's shelves on the door, right? So I figured on my deck door it would be absolutely hilarious, looking like there's a foot stuck in my door. I just thought that was just so fitting for in the house. So Norm gets the first picture of it. Seriously, those two, when they get together, my word, They're so creative. They just feed each other. I love, love, love to see it so much. And getting all the little bits and pieces that they, create is wonderful too. Yeah, I had them on the fridge, and you couldn't really tell the way I had them what they were. All right, 6 more to go. 6 more trees, and then we can start on snowmen or fences. Maybe I'll do the fence first so that you guys can see how I do the fences. Might as well make this a tutorial since I won't see you until next month unless I pop in. It's fun, it's fun, it's fun. I like them. I'm such a child. I thought the carved toes would be appropriate, even though, they planned on it being a thumbnail. Then, of course, I was saying, well, why don't you guys just carve a, well, Norm's gone, but I said to Ron, wouldn't it be cool to actually have them with thumbtacks in them or whatever, and they could be thumbnails, Ron? Because it would be awesome. A snowman with toes. Well, I think that's beyond how much I want to do on these. But I might create snowman critters, and some of them could have toes for sure. I'm getting just a little bit more dark there, right here. Upside down. Nay, nay, nay. Oh, somebody's messaging me. I don't have Messenger up. Do. Hang on, guys. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I was supposed to go see my sister tomorrow, but if this is a cold, I cannot go and see her because I can't take a cold to her. So I'm hoping it's just allergies. I'm determined that it is just allergies. I don't want to be sick. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Not you? No. It was, like I say, it was my sister. That's really thickly coated with paint right up to the ferrules. Ferrules? You know. So, are any of you guys going to try this? Doing these pine trees? Got a lot on the left. Oh, very many on the left, not that many on the right. These last ones have to be on the right. How's she doing? I don't know. I haven't seen her. Haven't talked to her. I mean, we message, but haven't really had like a talk. Our sister from Alberta was here, and she's gone back to Alberta. My brother had pneumonia, so he couldn't go see her. I don't know. Certainly don't want to take anything to her. I have to be really positive that this is not a cold. And it would be nice if it was a nicer day out so that we could sit out on her porch. But it's supposed to be cold and rainy, right side, Kim. Trees on the right. Um, it's supposed to be cold and rainy for the next couple of days. Oh, you're not at home right now? Are you back at the hospital, Teresa? I'm sorry to hear that. Little little dabs, guys. Little dabs. Getting carried away with how big these trees are again. Normally I do smaller ones. I paint this quite often on bars of soap to give away at Christmas time. The snowman and the tree and the fence and the. Because we all. Oh, did I just. I did too. I can live with that. I touched it against the chair on the stool, the leg on the stool, and it smudged a little. You can't paint? I'm sorry, Doretha. Is it because you don't like it or you just can't? It makes too much of a mess for you. I have a girlfriend whose kids like to paint, but she's got a bit of an issue with the mess. So they used to come over here, but I haven't seen them for about a year now, which is sad. I always need some kids to play with. Oh, this is an ugly tree. Good thing that we just want it to be a hint of a tree, right? We'll just add some dark green in there. Then we'll take some white and add some white. Well, okay, I'm not as fond of this tree as I am the others. You're trying? Well, these are very, very simple. You just take little dabs, dip the paint in the green, a little bit of white, and you just do like jiggly lines back and forth. Like you're knitting, right? Like you go, chuk, 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 chuk. I guess I could have done the sound effects while I was doing it, but I did not. All right. So maybe what I'll do, since I got the white and the blue, we will do rough in the snowman. I will detail them later, but we can definitely rough in the snowman. So of course we're going to use the white, and I want as much white as possible. And again, they don't have to be perfect, guys. They're snowmen. Now, of course, you can take just a little hint of blue, the way we did the snow, and just add some shading if you so desire. Right? But you don't have to. Just kind of makes dirty looking snowman, but that's okay. Look, we have a snowman. So I'm going to quickly whip off snowmen on all these. Jam. Nice. Have you not tried the microwave jam recipe I showed on my stream, Jan? That makes a nice little batch. You only need 2 cups of, or 3 cups of fruit smushed down to 2. Any combo of fruit. Now, where the horizon and the snow meet, you can see the line across the snowman. It's okay. This is going to be a big snowman, which is fine. We like snowmen. And snowmen are easy. You're just doing 3 rough shaped balls of white. Remember, the smaller the snowman, the harder it is to detail because it's so small. I'm going to have to outline these in black, unfortunately. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see what I can get away with. Whoop. Get off there. Yeah, Bob Ross is great. I feel so bad for how he was used. So bad. Because he really was used terribly. Terribly, terribly. Hey, Janine, nice to see you. I am painting my ATCs. I did the backgrounds, now I'm doing the snowman. So I'm roughing in the snowman. Some of them are wonky, and that's okay. Janine was at the crop yesterday. We had a blast. Well, I had a blast. I was showing the collages that I got done for Flood the Streets with Art. And I made the announcement about I'm taking the rest of the month off. And then possibly in November, depending on what kind of mess it is down here and how much they've got accomplished, I'll just do the first 3 Sundays of the month. I'll stream. Ugh. Of course, they're going to have hats. They're going to have scarves. That's all going to get added after. Noses and coal and, you guys know. How are you feeling today, Janine? Did you manage to sleep? About next year. Yeah, definitely next year. They do one in the spring and one in the fall. You can see that blue through that. Some of these I will have to come back and touch up. What are you doing? You cut out all your snow. Oh my word. I didn't do anything until this morning. And I woke up with this froggy throat, sore throat. And I'm trying to convince myself that it's allergies, that I didn't get that cold that everybody's got. Really hard to see these snowmen white on white. So I'm trying to leave a little bit thicker paint so that I can come back and do them, touch them up. So yeah, showed how I painted the trees, the snowy foreground. I was going to use napkin for the sky. Don't ask. It was an epic Kim fail. Sorry, guys. We're getting there. How many more do I have to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 6. 6 more. 6 snowmen. And I realized, Janine, that I do have a snowman die as well. It's actually a snowman family. Oh. Hey, Andrea. Yeah, I need to take a step back for a little while, Andrea. And then November, I'll just be doing Sundays if I've got a space to work because I'm packing up the stuff behind me so that they can work on that wall that they took out. So it's really going to depend on the dust level from re-drywalling and stuff. I think this is that tree that I didn't like, guys. I guess there are a couple of trees I'm not a big fan of. It's okay. See, these trees, when they're this close together, they look kind of more messy than when I've got them more like that or like that. But I mean, I can always paint like a string of lights on it or something too, if I want to go that far. What kind of soup did you make? Oh, thanks, Shannon. Andrea, what kind of soup did you make? Yesterday we were talking about soup, and then all of a sudden we were talking about potatoes. And one of the ladies with us was going, how the heck did we start talking about potatoes? How did we get here? Corned beef soup? Nice. Oh, I can't do angels. Oh, I like those. Clean out the fridge soup. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, we've got a wind watch out. And we've got a rainfall warning. And evidently, night before last, Winnipeg got hit with some sort of crazy storm. My brother was talking about it. He wanted to know how bad it was out here, and it's like, we didn't get any storm out here. Yeah, some of these snowmen may need a second coat. They might. But this is that stupid, silly white paint that is glossy and tacky. All right, we got the snowman. Let's do the fences. Oh, yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, and our temperatures dropping again. Like, we had such beautiful weather up until now. Okay, so now, excuse me a minute. I need some brown. I need some brown. You know I've got brown hair, some of these guys. They're in the dark. There we go. I have a burnt umber paint. Oh, Belinda, you know what? I bought this paint at Walmart because I needed white and I needed black. Nowhere on this label does it say that it is gloss paint. And it dries like Mod Podge does. Not very well. So my black and white journal, the pages, like you can hear them when I'm turning the pages, that they're sticking. Craziness, I tell ya. All right, so we need a clean spot here for the, because we're going to do some fence posts. Now I need just a little bit of black in that. Little bit of black. I'm using this black because that other black is nasty. I just need a couple of little drops. Because again, I am going to be double dipping the brush. You know, everybody says no double dipping, no double dipping. I like to double dip. Distress glaze, okay. Yeah, I was whining about my journal yesterday, guys. Okay, so we need some fence posts. So we're going to go like this. A little bit of black. And then, of course, we got boards going across. Right. Then, of course, what we need is just a little bit of white. White on top of the fence posts. Right? Oh, I wasn't very careful with that one. Just a little bit of white on top of the fence posts. And then we need a little bit of white on top of the board. I think maybe I'll wait and do the other ones. I'll come back with a liner brush when I do the other, because I'll have to give the snowman arms as well. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, is we're going to put fence post. And we want just a little bit of black in it because it gives it that little bit of depth. No, these are my ATCs for my group that I meet. Yeah, right. You got to do that wedding project. I don't do Christmas cards, Andrea. I do winter cards. I am adding fence posts, little fences. Like this one has a blob on it, so I might end up putting like a cat sitting on it or a cardinal or something. And like I say, I like to, and then I'll put some snow on top of it and some grasses sticking up. But I'll have to use a liner brush for that. So I'm just going to get the fences in right now. We could do it right here, right there. Because that way I can put a cardinal on, or maybe a wreath kind of thing. And I like them when they look kind of ratty looking, right? Like, ooh, way too much black. So that they're not precise. Don't tip, don't tip, don't tip. But you can see the difference where this one's got the white on it already compared to Shiza, this one. Yep. We knew that was going to happen. Didn't break anything. We're good. Or sometimes if you don't want to have like a fence, you could just put a couple of posts. And it's kind of fun if you've got them leaning as well. Not so much black, right? You could have like this. And they don't have to be level. They can kind of go like, an old fence like that. I guess we want another one there because it's always nice if there's a reason why there's a fence there instead of just little fence posts sticking out in the middle of nowhere. Spray fixative, yeah. I know. Canada Post is on blue or something. I don't know. Running out of spaces again. This one can have a nice long fence. Yeah, see, I'm thinking if I glue enough junk in it, then it won't be so sticky. So sometimes instead of doing like boards across, I will do almost like a black wire netting on the fence. Depends on how much time I want to spend. Just a little bit more black. Ooh, not good enough. Okay, these fence posts are going to be in front. Too much black, too much black. It's okay. It's okay. They're rotten. They're rotten. All right. Thanks, Sandra. Take care, hun. Yeah. Yeah. Love you too, hun. I know. But you know what, Belinda? I had no idea this stuff was going to dry sticky. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. None. Zero. Zip. Zilch. No idea. Because we want them to look like old boards, right? That's why we're using just a little bit of black in there. And again, we don't have to have them level because who knows why the boards are all broken. But yeah, I've painted wreaths on the fences. I have painted cardinals. I've painted cats. But I mean, I haven't done 20. at a time before. Which is fine, because look how fast fences go, really. You know? They do go fast. Owls would look cool on the fences. Like I say, I may be doing some pop-ups. But for now, I just need to ooh, this one's going to get 3 boards. It's like a tic-tac-toe thing. It's okay. Because they can't all look the same. No, 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 no. I'm hurrying, guys. I know it's been an hour and 45 minutes. Oop, that one's too black. But you know what? It's okay. It's a fence. It's a fence. 2 more. 2 more. Then I'll grab a liner brush and we will put the white on the fences and we will put the arms on the snowman. Brown, Kim. Use the brown. All right. There we go. There we go. Liner brush. I'm just having a lip on my coffee, guys. Yeah, John, I don't know if I've got the brain power to do that detail, that kind of a detail. Okay, let's do snow on the fences first. So we need white on the top because, you know, snow sticks to the top of the fence, then across the top of the board. Does that look like snow on the fence? I hope so. Good, good. That white's getting thick. But it's okay because then it gives you that kind of effect, not a smooth effect. You don't want it to be totally smooth. because you want it to look like it's kind of hanging down in spots and bunched up in others. Oh, that brown was still pretty wet. It's okay. Okay, you need to go. Oh, look! This one doesn't have a tree or anything. Totally missed. Oh well. It's going to stay like that until I decide what I'm going to do with it. Thanks, Janine. Soon the snowman will have arms. Yeah, I might have to go over the snowman again, guys. Now, if you really wanted to get crazy, you could decide that the wind was coming from one side, so one side of the boards could have the white on it. But I'm not going to bother with that. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. This one. I don't even know how many I've got. I think I need 18 for the group. I think I cut 24, 23. Mucked up 2, left 1. We'll see. I can always make more. Always make more. Trying to make sure that I'm getting them all because they all gotta be kind of the same. Different but the same, right? Different but the same. Because I don't want to, I don't know. That thought just went totally out of my head, whatever the heck it was. Oh, you're swapping me tea for. Thank you, love.
You're welcome.
I just got a nice hot cup of tea delivered because I'm spoiled like that. And also probably because he's tired of listening to me talk like this. Just gotta make sure there's a little bit on top of the fence posts, right? A little bit on top of the fence posts. Two more. Two more. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? I can't. I've got a neighbor coming over right after supper. Well, I guess I could rest till supper. But I've got a neighbor coming over after supper because she needs help with something she's doing with crocheting. And she messaged while I was out yesterday asking if I could do this crochet thing, magic ring. And so she's going to come over and learn how to do it. So I don't know how long she's going to be here, but it's okay. I think I've got them all done. Hi, Ron. Bye, Ron. I'll yell at him after. All right. So seriously, I think these snowmen need another coat because you can really see through them. Or should I just leave them and say to heck with it? I'm willing to take deals on that. Anyone? I have to look at this. What? Okay. So my sister says, leave it? Really? Ghost snowman? I could do ghost. Oh, I could do ghost snowman. No, we're not supposed to do Halloween, are we? It's supposed to be winter. Okay, you know what? I can leave it. And once the scarves and stuff are on, maybe they'll be just fine. Scarves, hats, that kind of thing, they'll be good. Yeah, I could do Halloween. Halloween snowmen? Maybe I need to put jack-o'-lantern heads on them. No, you know. Okay, now, liner brush, brown paint. We got to do some funky little arms. Funky little arms. Funky little arms. And you know what? I'm going to have to put some snow on top of these arms if they're sticking up. Because, everything else has snow on it. I guess I can put the snow on top of the arms when I do the hats, right? Okay, so you know what? I need a little bit of yellow as well. Yellow paint. Sorry. The reason I want some yellow paint is because I want to double dip with the brown to do some grasses. I have yellow paint. I don't know where it is. There it is. think I needed a bigger lid. Yes, Halloween is fine. Because I think, I can't remember who asked about Halloween. Sorry, big hand in the way. Way too much yellow. Somebody's going to end up with a yellow too. And no yellow snow. Okay, so dip in a little bit of the yellow and in the brown. And we're going to do some little grasses like this. Like that, some little grasses. This is a big fat grass. It's okay. We need some arms sticking out. Maybe this one should have an arm sticking up, kind of like he's waving, right? Just some little grasses. Maybe over here. Snowman arms. Little grasses. This one's gonna have his arms up in the air, going woohoo! It's a party. Thanks, Chad. And then some little grasses. How are his arms? Yeah, very happy. Oh, more brown. More brown. Am I going too fast? Am I going at a decent speed that your guys are okay with it? This brush has too much paint on it. It's not going as thin as I want. Okay, this one. Yeah, some of these snowmen are very ghost-like. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. Okay. Oh, too much yellow, too much. Oh, way much paint. Way much paint. It's okay. So yeah, like I was saying, I think I've got some sequin snowflakes. So I would sew one like on this, probably up around here, like a sequin snowflake. I guess I could get away with stars too. Okay, I want to clean this brush. It's getting thick on me. Did you have a good breakfast, Belinda? I got lots of happy up-armed snowmen. Or up in arms. They're up in arms, guys. They're up in arms. I like how the grass is all over the place. Not going as fast as I thought it would. 2 hours. I have to speed it up. Need to speed it up a little bit. Too thick. Too thick. Lighter hand. Use a lighter hand. I like painting snowmen. I have to admit, I really like painting snowmen. Yeah. Now, one of the ladies I know is a very, very picky person when it comes to her snowmen. They all have to have coal mouths. You can't just paint a regular mouth on them because they're supposed to have the coal mouths. What do you guys think? Because I don't have a problem doing coal mouths. Obviously, they're just dots. But Oh no, not black. Clean that off a little bit. Talk to myself, guys. Sorry. Bottom layer toast, sausage patty, slice of cheese, 2 fried eggs. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, she she tried to insist, right? But she would never buy any snowman things if they had different mouths than the coal dots. Oh, totally wrong. Totally wrong there, Kim. Not paying attention. It's okay. Just a different kind of wood. Whoop. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 more. I always stop and count it. Oh, no, 7. This guy doesn't have arms. No arms for you. And I'm not painting brooms. I have painted brooms. I'm just not doing it today. I wonder if, how people don't want to buy elephant jewelry or whatever. If the trunk is down, they always want elephants with the trunks up because it means good luck. Have you guys heard that old wives' tale? I wonder if it's the same with snowmen. That if their arms are up, they're happy and they bring good luck. If they're down, exactly, Jan, exactly. Your sister liked elephants with the trunks up? Yeah, one of my friends who has since passed needed elephants with trunks up. It's amazing all these little foibles, we have and come across in our lifetimes. A little bit of black. Trying to do that arms thick enough so that they can be seen, but light enough that they don't look like they're trees sticking out of the snowman. If you know what I mean. Oh, too much black. Black really just takes over, doesn't it? I'm going to have to get a different lid because I got noses and scarves and hats. Oh my. I know. That's why I stopped doing commission work, Belinda. I get it that they're paying me to do something, but sometimes, and especially like when I was carving, I would get people who would change things when I was halfway through. Oops, arms. Halfway through the project. And then they would want me to add something. And it's like, that's really kind of hard to do when you've taken off so much of this wood already. All right. Let me look. I got this one. If you're wondering what that squeak is, it is not a cricket. I have a heater on down here today because I don't want to turn the furnace on yet. All right. Let's grab some orange for the noses. I think I can squeeze a little bit of orange over here. It's just when it all dries in around the cap. But it's not dry, but it is dry. Right there, right there. I think that's about all we need. I think that's all we need. Now, I'm going to use this brush. And we're going to give him a nose. And we're going to give him a nose. Exactly, Belinda. I agree. Oh yeah, well we got rain here today. It's just an ugly day here. Now I think this nose needs just a little bit additional at the base. me nose up as well. Now I have to decide if I'm going to outline all this stuff or not. I like the noses in all different directions. Because they could be looking at something, right? Kind of droopy carrots, some of these. Hey, Teresa. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Teresa's great granddaughter. Nice to meet you, Athena. Oh, maybe a crescent moon. Maybe. Kind of think, though, that something shiny and sparkly, like those sequins. I mean, they're pretty big. I would have to, definitely have to audition them. But I like that idea. Got lots of them looking up in the sky. All right. I believe that's the last nose. Let me just look. I think that's the last nose. So while the noses are drying, I will be right back. I'm just going to go and grab those snowflake sequins. Because they're pretty big. But I mean, I can also punch snowflakes out of paper. I think I've got another punch that I could use. So instead of using snowflake sequins, what about if I took some glitter glue and just did dots? Yeah, well, sentiments definitely would work. All right, so I am going to take, I don't know if this is going to be too big a dot. We'll find out. I will use it for the buttons down this guy. What do you think? What do you think? Glitter dots? Yeah. And I have white metallic paint that I could just kind of brush over the snow in spots too. Now, the thing is, normally what I would do is I would take brush, this liner brush, and just lightly dip in the black and add some little lines on the carrot. What do you guys think? Better? And then I can use that one for the mouth as well, doing the dots for the mouth. What do you think? You know what would be cool actually too? Is I could take a piece of yarn and glue it under there and have it hanging off like a scarf. Just a piece of yarn. All right, so then we'll do the eyes and the buttons with the back end of this. Some have 3, some have 4 dots. Underline the carrot nose, a couple of little lines. And then we need the dots for the mouth. But see how the body really gets lost in the snow. I might have to come in with a really light blue and outline it. Underneath the nose, a little bit of black. Dots. We need dots. Dots for the eyes. Oh, he almost looks cross-eyed. I love it. Just a light, a little bit more under the nose. What do you guys think? No, I'm going to have to paint the scarves on. I will have to paint the scarves on. And the dots don't have to be exactly round because it's coal, right? Oh, and I guess I could give them like pink cheek things too. How carried away do I want to get, guys? You know me. Eyeball, eyeball, mouth. Yeah, a light gray would work too. You know what? I might just use, except that this stupid white paint doesn't take pencil crayon very well. I was thinking maybe I would use pencil crayon to do a bit of shading and stuff. And I didn't leave room between after the dots to do neckties, which is okay. Under the nose, little lines on top. Just a couple of little lines, little marks. Because they be carrots. And of course, I'll come in with a white dot on the eyes. Ooh, big mouth. Big coal mouth. They're kind of goofy looking. They're sad. Sad looking snowmen. I could put a black crow on the fence. I definitely could. They definitely need hats. They look naked to me. Darn naked snowman, I tell ya. I definitely think I need to put a little bit of snow on the arms. But I'll wait until I have done the hats because sometimes I like to put snow on top of the hats as well. Ooh, too much black. Too heavy. Too heavy. Some of these guys are creepy. Very creepy looking. I could also paint birds flying in the air. Yes, snowmen are natural. I don't know why this one reminds me of that one from Frozen. I don't even know his name. What's his name? Anyone? Anyone? Athena. What's the name of the snowman from Frozen? Yeah, it definitely needs shadow around where the body is. Needs to be Olaf. There you go. Thank you, Janine. I don't know. I don't know. This is the tree I'm not a fan of. Not everything has to be perfect on a handmade item. Let's go up. Okay, this one and this one. I think those are the only ones left. Let me just look under here. They all, oh, there's another one. So I got 3 more to do. 3 more to do. Old droopy carrot. Kind of want them to look like they're smiling. Oh, this one's really little. Okay, this is the last face that gets done. All right. So, I definitely need to take that small liner, that small flat brush. I'm going to take water. I'm going to put it over here and water down this blue. Go like this around the body of the snowman. I like that better. Just gives a little bit more definition. It's pretty wet, so it's lots. It's going to be really, really pale when it dries. Just need that definition. Much better. Makes me much happier. I do like it much better. Just gives that bit of depth. Really does. white is still tacky. Okay, so these ones have the blue. We'll start down here now. I'm just going around the outside edges of the snowman, just so it kind of looks like it's brighter in the middle. Because these bottom snowballs are really getting lost. Like I say, I don't want it too dark. I just want light hint. And yeah, they're still going to get scarves and hats and see, it's not really pronounced, but it does give a definite shadow around the outside of the snowball so that the center looks like it's lighter. Same thing when we do shadowing on vases and things, right? We just want the outsides to look a little bit darker. Because I mean, we could put some shadow under the fence too if we wanted, right? Like under the fence posts. Oop. Didn't water it down enough, Kim. See, I wouldn't even begin to know how to do this with watercolor. That would take lots of practice, especially with the whites. Three more. Oh, way dark. Okay. Smush that snowman. See, I fixed it. I fixed it. We'll just add a little bit more water to that. Oh, still pretty dark, but it will dry light. It will dry light. Okay, last one. All right, now I get to do hats. So, if I were to put hats and scarves on these guys, maybe I'm just going to use one specific color. I know that it would be good to do them all different colors, but I don't know how lazy I am. Let's use Captain Blue. It'll get lost against the sky. Really don't want to use red, but if I did red, I could do Santa hats, right? Well, I could use a fluorescent orange. We don't want that. I have this red oxide, so it's kind of a bricky red. I think that'll work. Oh, it's old. Look at how dead that is. Just in the blue. So what am I going to use? What kind of brush? I want something like... Nope. Sorry guys, just looking at brushes here. I'm making a choice of... I think you're too thick. I think that's too thick. We'll find out. Yeah, too thick. Don't like it. Where's the rest of the brushes? I have lots of paintbrushes to choose from. Something about that size, but shorter. I'm looking for a round brush that's reasonably thin. Wow. I don't know who's been using these brushes, but I got a lot of dead ones in here. Not amused. I'm going to try this one. Going to try this one, and so we're going to start with a toque. It's going to go like that. Can you see what I'm doing? No, I'm way off screen. Why aren't you guys yelling at me? You see his little toque? Then we need a scarf like this. And then, of course, he needs a white pom-pom on his hat. What do you think? Now, what do you guys think of that color? I'm not sure. So I'm going to redo that arm because it's in front of the scarf. Let's make that like this first. And then we'll do the arm over it. Are they looking better? You guys aren't saying anything about this color. Oops. Trying to give the hats different shapes is what I'm trying to do. Oops. You know what? That white is getting really, really thick. Make sure that I can get these. Whoops. Took that scarf color with it. Did not want to do that. It's okay. See, as I was saying, it's totally up to you for how much detail you want to put into these guys. Totally up to you. I did give a couple of gnome hats, but I can definitely do more. Nice, Jan. Good. Good, good. Yeah, I don't always make jam. Trying to watch sugars. You know. Yeah, at least this way they all have pretty much different hats. Now, as I say, I don't know if I'm going to come back and outline these things or if I'm just going to leave them and put the glitter glue sparkle stars on. As soon as I got the hats done, what I will do is I'll put them all up on here, or as many of them as I can get. And we'll put the glitter drops on. And the reason I'm leaving the bottoms kind of like that, so that it looks like they've got kind of like a fringe, the effect I'm going for. Now, normally I would, when I'm outlining, I would make it look fringy. I know I've got these guys up here. I'm just making sure I get the ones underneath. And really, if I want them to be a little bit different, I can always come in and add stripes of another color on the hats. Yeah, I don't make it very often. Well, I mean, when my cherries, if I get a good batch of cherries, I'll make jam, but it all goes to D because that's his favorite. That almost looks like hair. I'm giving these guys long hair on their hats. Got three more on the table and then the three on top. Ooh, you know what? This guy's got like a baseball cap. Let's give this one a baseball cap. I like it. I like it. And it's got just a little wee pom pom on it. Oh, my voice is cleared up. Listen, guys, that's fabulous. See, I'm not getting sick. I am not getting sick. I am not getting sick. Oh, big blob of white. Don't need that big a blob of white. The last one from on the desk. This guy's just little, so he just gets a little hat. It's a little beanie, just like that. And he's just gonna have a wee little scarf. All right, the 3 on the desk, and then I'll get the glitter glue. Whoop, nope, not the white. Yeah, I really think I might want to add some lines, some black outline. But I don't want to do it all. Hmm. He's just got a wee little pom-pom. One more, one more, one more. For a minute there, he looked like Bonhomme. There, we've got them all. Clean the brushes. This brush. Clean this little liner brush. All right. I don't know if I can get them all up here, but we are going to try. Of course. Oh, look. Look. We have to do this whole dude here. My goodness. What did I use? We'll try this. First of all, let's do the blue outline, the wet blue outline. That's your tea. Don't drip it in your tea. Got the blue. That's your tea. Stop that. I know this wasn't the brush I used to do this for the others. Yeah, that's why I've got that whole blank one over there. Okay, carrot. Carrot nose looking this way. Looking way up. Now. Black. Need black eyes. Underneath the nose. See, normally I let it dry. This time I didn't. We're going to have some smudgy nose here. Gold buttons. All right. We need the one I used. I'm looking for the brush I used. There it is. Had to find the wet one in the bin. We'll go this side. We will go on this side. Like that. Oh, hat. Totally forgot about the hat, guys. And a pom-pom. Look, fast, done. Ah. Don't dip the brush in your tea. Thanks, Sherry. All right. Put those there. Move that back over here. We'll put them up. And we'll see if the stickles I have will work. If not, I will dump out some of the glitter glue. See, they all need a dot of white in their eyes, too. Okay, I can't get them all up there. We'll have to put some down here. Okay, I think I've got them all now. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep, I got my 20. Okay. Let's get the blingy stuff. I have stickles in here someplace. Glitter glue. Kids' glitter glue is dried up. I had some white, and it was like a stickles. We'll see if this works. This is called Studio, and it's like a clearish. Can I stick a pin in that? Maybe, maybe, maybe. Oh, we got pins over there. Pins over here, guys. Pins over here on the left. We'll see what happens. It's old. It could be very dry. Yep, doesn't want to play. That one doesn't want to play. Let's try this. This is brand new. There we go. Can you see them? What do you think? Is that enough? First off, though, I think I want a white gel pen. And we are going to put dots in their eyes because they're creeping me out without dots in their eyes. Thanks, Shannon. I know I could have used white paint and a toothpick. But I didn't. This is just as fast. There we go. Now they all have the dots in their eyes. I'm happier. But again, I think I want to come in and do something with the hats and scarves. Maybe some shading, maybe some outline. Just little hints, right? Just little sparkle hints. I love stickles and that kind of stuff. Just makes it easier. I do have glitter glue. I don't know if anybody's going to notice that I didn't put snow on the arms or the hat or, and I really don't think anybody's going to point it out to them. Can you see them? I don't know how well you can see them. You can see them a little bit. Awesome. Thanks, Jan. Oh, getting a little big. And then, of course, like I said, I'm going to have to glue them down onto a white background because I've got a mess on the back. But that's okay. I usually have to back my ATCs because I am not overly tidy when I paint. I have no idea how these people keep their backs of things clean when they paint. If anybody's got a tip or a trick, I would love to hear it. See, now I almost want to take that metallic white and do all the snow. But first, I'm going to get these done and call it a day. I appreciate all you guys sticking around while I was being kind of tedious getting this stuff done. You know, all the repetition. But I do love to do a batch make. And yeah, the Nova hats are cute. Um, I could have done some top hats too. I just, like I say, I might come back and add stripes or polka dots. Do a bit of outlining and the white metallic. Oh, and I didn't put on any cardinals. Oh boy. It's been over 3 hours, guys. Over 3 hours. Now I'm going to have to let these guys dry for a couple of days because of the sticky white paint and these dots. Now see, thinking about it, I could have done the same thing I did on a bunch of gift tags. Get a paper doily kind of thing, and you put it in the corner and you paint it into a snowman so that he's looking up at the sky and the stars. That could have been fast, easy, quick ATCs as well. All right, moving them over. Just the 5 on the table. You guys think that anybody will notice that I didn't put snow on the snowman, like on his hat and stuff? I'm just going to put these under here so that I can do those last 5. Yeah. Well, the thing is I need to have 18 for the group swap. So I have to do every month. I have to do 18. They don't all have to be the same, but you know, it's just easier for me to mass make. cute white palm plant. Yeah. True. True. Three more, guys. Three more. So I don't know if these are, they must be stars. Because if there were snowflakes, then they would be on top of the fence and all the way down, right? So it's like a starry night. One more. One more, and we are done, guys. And some of them are bigger than others, depending on how I squeeze these things. And I have learned from my past mistake. Oh, look, I just smeared that one. Stuck my finger in it. Um, you don't squeeze these things with a pair of pliers, these bottles, if they're stuck. Don't do that. Yeah, or maybe he was built after the snow, which is likely too, because you do wait for the snow to finish before you build your snowman. But yeah, the hats need something. They are too solid of a color. And yeah, anyway, I would like to thank you guys all for being here and watching and keeping me company while I get this done. I will see you in November, unless I've managed to get a pop up in between. But right now, as I say, I'm taking the rest of the month off. So big hugs to each and every one of you. I love you guys. And then what? Like, yeah, I could do that for sure. I could also use gel pen or whatever to get even thinner lines if I have a fine gel pen, or maybe I could use my acrylic ink and a scratch pen. I don't know. Anyway, thanks guys for being here, and I will see you guys in a month. Hugs. Take care, everybody. Bye for now. Love you. Thanks for being here. Everybody in the balcony, everybody in the audience, and everybody who watches replay. Hugs, guys. Bye now.